G'day people, iPhone Aussie here, about to show you how to find the codes, the location codes that you put into your weather widgets on your iPhone, your iPad and your iPods. Some people are having trouble trying to find the right codes. There is a couple of codes you can use. If you simply go to your Yahoo homepage and simply punch in the search bar up the top here, Yahoo weather location codes. Hit the web search and you'll come to this page. Just go to the second one down where it says weather location codes. And if it's as simple as finding the country, you just click on one of these links here and I'll give you the code. But if you're looking for a specific city, for me it's Melbourne. Australia, there you see is the code for mine. There's quite a few Melbournes there, but for me up the top there is Melbourne, Australia, so it's AX or ASXX 0075. The second method that you can use is just basically going to Google and search for weatheryahoo.com and hit search. Go to the home page and here you'll find there's a search bar that you just simply enter the zip code. For me in Melbourne it's 3000. Hit go and you'll see down the bottom here it says Melbourne, Victoria. Click on that for me. Now this code up at the top here in the search bar, you'll see another code 12707339. That's the second code that you can use. So if your first code doesn't work, then this one should, or vice versa. It's a little different for the rest of us around the world. These codes apply to us, but if you live in the States, then it's pretty simple. You just put in your local zip code, just as I punched in 3000 down here in the search bar. Now, there is a third method, which is very, very simple. It's a website that's called asp.net resources. Once again, you just punch in your location. For me it's Melbourne. Hit the search bar and once again this is the result, which is giving me the same code that I searched for in the weather location codes of Yahoo. So as you can see it's Melbourne, Australia. So that web page is asp.net resources. If you stay tuned, I'll now show you how to actually place these codes into your weather widgets on your iDevices. Here we go again people, iPhone Aussie. Just a quick word concerning lock screens. I'm using a very nice little tweak here that I happen to download from Cydia. This is actually called slant lock screen, and as you can see it shows the date at the bottom, and of course the time 4:05 and your location weather. Now as you can see the weather indicates Melbourne 12 degrees. Now most of the lock screens that you usually use the native weather application that you have in your device. So whatever weather location you have at the top of your application that you have already built in to your phone, supplied very nicely from Apple. As you can see, mine is Melbourne there, but just to help you out a little bit, in my list I have a whole list of various places around the world. Right at the top is Melbourne, and that's the one that'll show in your lock info screen. So just to help you out on that, a lot of people aren't aware. They think they've got to find a code to insert. Anyway, moving on to the actual weather widget in my theme, which incidentally is called Black Haze HD, and it's great for my iPhone 3GS. It also works on the iPad and also works on the iPhone 4, and it also works on the iPod. So it's a good all-in theme, and as you can see at the top there, I have a great weather widget. This theme incidentally will be updated at least once a month, which we can look forward to each month. So moving right on to the location for this weather widget, you must have a jailbroken iPhone, and if that's the case, you'll have Cydia installed just there at the top left hand corner. Now you need to download a program called iFile. iFile gives you access into your phone, to the innards of your phone, and whichever folder it opens up to. Coincidentally, I'm here on Stash. If you look at the very top, it says Stash, and in the left hand corner it says var. Over to the right it obviously says Edit. So we hit the var button to take it right back to the very beginning. You can see the / there. Hit that and we're right at the start now. In order for you to find where your themes are, which is what we're looking for, you go down to the bottom where it says var, VAR, and you open that up. After that, you search for Stash, which is right there in the middle. Open that up, and from there you can see down the bottom it says Themes GQ22. So we open that folder, and as you can see I've got quite a few themes there, but in this case the one that I'm using is Black Haze HD. So we go down until we can find Black Haze HD. Now, depending on the configuration of each theme, depends on where you put the code. For me, I'm using the weather and photo theme, which is where you saw the 3GS photo frame and the weather widget at the top. So this is where I'll open up the appropriate folder, and here you can find wallpaper, HTML, the third one down. So we open this one, and the only way we can open it is through the text viewer. And as you can see, now we can do two ways. We can scroll down until we come across where it says var local, or we can hit the left button and we can actually search in there. So we punch in VAR space local, and if you look carefully, just at the top there you can see equals, and there's my code ASXXX0075, and that's where we'll be changing it. Now if you do need to change it, you simply click the button on the left where it says edit, and we put our finger on the screen and we hold the magnifier right up at the top there, just after the 5, right there, like that. And in this case we would backspace, just keep backspacing until we get rid of that code, and then we will now punch in the code that we need. And as I said, for me it is ASXXX0075. Then I will save, hit the button that says save at the top right hand corner, save, and then we hit done. And it's as simple as that. Hit themes again, and just to show you the difference, we'll go to the one above that, which is for the weather theme only. Click on there and you can see once again wallpaper HTML. We click on there, hit the text viewer, and once again we can search for var local, VAR, and if you look very carefully, I haven't changed that one yet because that's just for the weather without the photo. And as you can see, this is the code for, I think, Amsterdam in the Netherlands, which is NLXX0002. I haven't changed that yet, but I will get round to it if I decide to use that particular part of the theme. Now just to help you out a little bit further down, if you prefer to use Fahrenheit or Celsius on your setting, then you change it here where it says var is Celsius equals true or false. In this case it's true. In other words, it's Celsius. But if I want to change that to Fahrenheit, then I simply go over the top, hit edit, go over the top until I find put the marker right there, a little tricky, just there, and I will backspace like so, and then I will write false, whoops, false. And that means I will now receive my temperature in Fahrenheit instead of Celsius. But in my case, I prefer to have Celsius. So I'll backspace once again, and I will write true, TRUE. I will click the save button in the top right hand corner, and done. And it's as simple as that, people. If you want to change the location codes in your weather widget, please feel free to comment. I'd love to have you subscribe, but the comments I'm interested in, since this is the first tutorial that I've done, and feedback would be gratefully received.